First things first, I want no hate going to this commenter. This is a teachable moment. I always preach an ethos of supporting independent creators you enjoy to get more content, but it's also important to understand where that money goes and how much of it gets to the creator or doesn't. So the premise is that our Patreon push to get 250 patrons to send Dr. Sherman to LA to visit the Real Life SCP site and take video of it has pushed the Patreon for Site42 above $700. Isn't that enough to fund the trip? Right now, round-trip flights from here to LA are running about $300 after taxes and fees. Hotels are running $125 to $175 after taxes and fees. Looking at the Lyfts and Ubers that I'll have to do in LA to get to the hotel, to the show, to the hotel, to the airport, as well as food while I'm there, $600, $700 will probably cover it. But this commenter assumes that the $700 from the Patreon is coming directly to me, and that is not the case. First, Patreon takes 5 to 12% of that money as a transaction fee, so let's call it 5% go on the low end. That's $35, we're down to $679. Next up is the tax man. I live in California, a high-tax state. I have to put away 30% of independent income or that tax man's gonna get mad at me. That's $203, bringing us down to $476. And lastly, not a lot of people know that Site42 is not a one-man operation. We have Synthetic Alien and Charles, my two editors, who help me keep a 2-video-a-week schedule over on the Site42 YouTube channel. Right now, Site42 Studios does not make enough money to pay those two a fair hourly rate, so I split the Patreon with them 3 ways, even Steven, until that day comes. Which leaves me and the boys each taking home a cool $158. In fact, doing the math for this, I realized that 250 patrons probably is still going to leave me paying for more than half the trip, but I agreed to it, I already said I'd do it, and this is a rare opportunity, so if we hit the mark, I'll still do this. I hope this has been an educational look behind the scenes of myself and your other favorite creators and what we do with the support that you guys give us. The bigger the team, the more expensive this gets, which is why when we want to make SCP films and stuff, we're going to need Markiplier or Mr. Beast money to pull this off. This is also why I preach the gospel of the $1 Patreon supporter, because if we can get 1 million people giving $1 a month, then we could do these things right out the gate without putting too much stress on any one supporter. Thank you to those who have supported or will support Site42. Secure, contain, protect.